closely with this Berkshire blanket brand, and this is something brand new. This is sort of taking the idea of those soft, cozy throws to a whole new level, because we know we love the feel of them, Sharon.
We do.
And now, frankly, you're going to love the look of them too.
I agree.
Right?
Isn't this spectacular?
It's really great.
It truly is. What we have is a beautifully embroidered cherry blossom on one of our velvet soft throws. So let me take you through the colors first. By you, Jill, we have the beautiful navy, classic navy, and navy is such a strong decorating color right now. The navy with the white embroidery and then the little bit of a gray on the branch. Very pretty, very luxe.
And again, just to show you, the back does not have any of the feeling of the embroidery coming through. It's two separate pieces of this delicious luxe material that have then been sewn together. So soft on the back side against your skin, pretty and gorgeous on the top. That's your navy and white.
This is the gray and the pink. And when I say gray, it almost is a fawn color. It has the gray base to it, but it's not pure gray. So it's going to work just as a beautiful neutral. The pinks, you're going to see a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of the lavenders, and this would work with those sheets that we just had out there, that mauve sheet.
That mauve would be really pretty with that. Or the platinum.
Or the platinum
would be really nice with that too. Wouldn't it give it a different tone? Yep, very pretty.
Then this one we're calling khaki with yellow. And again, yellow is just such a fresh color. It really is such a great neutral. It's not bright yellow, it's a really golden tone. So this is a great neutral. If you're working with the warm neutrals in your home, this is going to be the perfect color for you.
Love it.
And then this is Sharon's colors. This is the ivory and the sea glass. My house has sea glass in every room. That it's one of my favorite colors. And so here we have that a dark gray branch, almost a charcoal branch, with the beautiful embroidery of the cherry blossoms. It's so pretty, so delicate, but so luxurious in feel.
So this is one of those items. I'm going to take this navy one and just stand up so that you can kind of get a feel for the size and everything too. So it's 50 by 70, which is, you know, a little bit larger than most throws. Usually they're 50 by 60. So you have nice length. It's oversized, which is beautiful. There's plenty of snuggle room here. You don't pull it up and then your feet peek out at the end,
I mean, my husband is 6 foot, almost 6'5", and this would go from literally the top of his nose to his toes.
Yeah, great, love that. Although it's, although it's warm and cozy, it's also lightweight, Sharon.
This is what I love about Berkshire.
There's a drape to this.
There is.
Where normally you might not think of a drape in this kind of a throw. You'd think it would be heavy, you would think it would be bulky, but talk a little bit about sort of this like velvet soft.
Yeah. It is truly softer than a baby's blanket. You know, I talk about how we lower our blood pressure by petting our pets.
Yes.
I think when you pet Berkshire blankets and throws, you also lower your blood pressure, because this fabric is so soft, you want to keep your hands on it. It just feels good. It's calming, it's luxurious. You know, it's not like the old stiff velvets. This is the softest, coziest, and you know, anyone you gift this to is going to immediately be impressed by the tactile element of it as well as the physical beauty of it.
Just because there's embroidery here, everybody, too, you don't lose anything. It doesn't feel rough. I mean, they've used really beautiful silky yarns there, so it's very, very soft. This navy combination is really popular. It's navy with white and a hint of gray. So, I mean, personally, I love those colors. That's the Jill Bauer
those are your
palette,
colors.
totally.
They are, absolutely.
I love those colors. Then we have what we're calling the gray and the pink. It's like almost a silver. You know, it's a really soft dove gray.
It is.
And then I think, you know, it's very traditional because it has the pink of the cherry blossoms, which is really what the color of those cherry blossoms are.
And look at the shimmer of this fabric. It truly looks so expensive, and yet it's not. And here's the thing, it looks so luxurious, it feels so luxurious, but it's machine washable, tumble dry. Wash on cool, dry on air, and it will be dry in like 15 minutes. But look at the shimmer of that fabric.
It's pretty.
As an interior designer, I fall in love with just looking at fabrics. And this fabric, oh my gosh, I would spend $80, $100 a yard on. You know?
Yeah, right. Well, if you look in some of the catalogs that carry throws and things, it's not unusual for those barns of pottery to have throws for $99 and $129.
And then they're dry clean only.
And they're dry clean only. That's right. So this is practical and beautiful. What we've heard from all of you, and what Sharon's showing you there is the khaki, what we've heard is, I love the feel of those throws. However, I want them to be pretty. You know, I just don't want them to be a block of color. I want it to be pretty. What can you do? So the first challenge is finding the right design that we feel will appeal to many of you. Then it's also, all right, she wants embroidery. She wants it to be pretty, but she's not going to want to feel that embroidery on the underside. So that's going to take a little more effort and a little more work, but we're going to do it for her. It has to be done in a size that gives her more than she expects, and it has to be friendly for the family. So if the grandkids spill their juice on it, if you know you've used it just a few many times and you're like, oh, I think I need to go wash the throw, you can throw it in the washing machine and dryer and not have any worries whatsoever. From a design standpoint, what does draping a throw over a chair, over an ottoman, on the foot of the bed, what does that do for a room?
First of all, it creates an invitation.
Yeah.
Because it really is about making you feel comfortable. So it's this invitation to come sit, this invitation to come join me, come be comfortable. That's how I look at a throw. So it's not just a decorative item, although it is, because it adds wonderful texture and color and warmth and depth to a space.
And now even pattern.
It's
to a room that maybe you don't have any.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it truly is an inspiration to come enjoy life. And that's what I think, as a designer, you know, when I talk about luxury, it's not just a luxury, it's a necessity.
Yeah.
This truly becomes a necessity in your life because it's practical, it's comfortable, it's inviting, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I was just at the marketplace looking for fabrics for a client, and I will tell you that embroidered fabrics are just one of the hottest things that we're seeing. So much of it, from fabrics like this, the velvets, to the silks, to the sheer fabrics. Embroidery is just so strong right now, and for me as a designer, I love it because it adds an element of pattern without being over the top, without fighting with other things. You can have all kinds of other patterns in your room and still use this throw.
Agreed. The ivory with the sea glass, the Sharon.
Yes, this is Sharon's colors.
Is the most limited. So if you're loving that ivory, don't be afraid of the light color. It's washable.
That's
remember, with that beautiful kind of a bark color for the branches, and then that pretty soft sea glass blue for the flowers. Why don't you come have a seat, Sharon, and we'll go to the phones. Mary's joining us from Massachusetts. Hi, Mary. I'm Jill here with Sharon. How are you?
I'm wonderful, Jill.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to talk to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So what did you think of these new throws?
I think they're absolutely beautiful. I have so many of the Berkshire blankets and the Berkshire throws.
Yeah.
When I saw this one with the beautiful, delicate detail, I just said, I'm going to have my living room repainted, and I thought this is a perfect place for that.
Oh, good. Which color did you choose, Mary?
I chose the ivory and the sea glass because I love the sea glass color, and it will blend in with my blues in the living room.
Oh, good. Very nice.
Very pretty.
And you mentioned that you love the Berkshire blankets. So when you've washed them and dried them, have they maintained that soft, cozy feel?
They feel like you just got it.
Yes.
I have so many blankets. I've given so many as gifts. They're just cozy and warm, and you just feel wonderful with them wrapped around you.
You do.
Oh, I love hearing that. That's great. Well, enjoy this new one when it arrives, Mary, and we appreciate you spending time with us.
And you ladies, God bless you, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Thanks for calling.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Over 1,000 of these have now been ordered. We're busy on the phones. Here's something else to think about. Throws like this are really lovely gifts.
Oh my
gosh, I just had somebody on my Facebook page say, oh, my niece is having an engagement party. Any ideas? You know, a throw is a great idea. I can tell you, and I've shared this story before, I think you know this too, Sharon. When my dad passed away, one of my dearest friends, Christina Carlino from Philosophy Beauty, she sent me a throw with the most beautiful note in it that said, during this time of sorrow, I hope that you'll find the time to wrap yourself up in this hug and know that I'm thinking about you every single day. It was the most meaningful, special gift, not just because it was from someone I loved, but I just thought, that was so thoughtful. And now that's the gift I give. When I know somebody's going through a time of mourning, if I know somebody is going through an illness and is in bed and just isn't feeling well, I'm sure you can appreciate that too.
Well, I can. My sister had surgery on her shoulder about 3 months ago, and she couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I sent her one of the Berkshire throws, and she She called me, she said, oh my gosh, this is the most beautiful gift, and it's so practical for right now. Because all she could do was sit there on the sofa, and so she curled up in her beautiful throw, and she said, you know what? None of my grandchildren will get this one.
Well, I mean, I just think there's, you know, we love the sense of touch.
We do.
You know, you love to feel something nice. As you were talking about with pets, we know what it's like to touch something that feels soft and feels good. And this could be a really lovely gift for so many people. Great for a new mom who might be nursing her baby late at night. You know, I mean, there's so many people who would appreciate something like this. Even those of you who live in super hot climates, but with the air conditioning, it gets so cold. It does. Right? What do you cozy up with? You throw this on. So the one I'm all enveloped in is the navy and white combination. It's that beautiful navy blue with the white flowers and that kind of silvery gray branch. Then we have it for you in the gray, which is this beautiful, soft, light, silvery gray with the wonderful pink flowers. Very pretty.
True pink.
True
it's just
pink,
such a pretty shade.
They're probably the most feminine, I think, of the choices. Then we have kind of your total neutral, which would be the khaki and has the white and the soft, almost butter yellow for the flowers. Really quiet. Great if you have dark browns, I think, right?
Right. Any of the warm tones it's going to be beautiful with.
And then the one that's the most limited is this ivory background with kind of the bark colored branches and that pretty soft sea glass greenish blue. Look at the tones of color that are in there as well. It's not just one shade, it's multiple shades, which are really so pretty. Let's head back to our phones. Joan is joining us from Maryland. Hi, Joan. How are you? I'm Jill, and this is Sharon.
Hi folks. Hi, Jill.
How are you?
Delighted to be on.
Oh, we love having you here. What do you think about these pretty new throws?
I think you're beautiful. I got the gray and pink.
Okay.
And I just love the cherry blossoms on the gray one.
Yeah, that'll brighten up a day, won't it?
Yes, it will. It'll go real well in my room. I'm putting it on a burgundy chair.
Pretty. Oh, that'll be really pretty, Joan. Very nice.
I enjoy you, Jill, very much. I watch a lot of your shows.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Have you ever tried any of these Berkshire blankets or throws before?
No, this is my first one.
Oh, well, I don't know if there's good news or bad news, Joan, but I don't think it's going to be the last.
Well, I might be throwing it over my legs in the evening.
Oh, I bet you will. I bet you will. You'll use it more. I mean, it looks pretty, but I love that it's really so practical.
I agree.
I do too.
Yeah, well, enjoy it, and we're so glad you could tune in this evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Bye-bye, Joan.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So they're machine washable, tumble dry, easy to take care of, great gift, great little treat for yourself. It's cool with the air conditioning now. When fall gets here, ooh, that little chill in the air, you're gonna wanna pull up something cozy. And remember, it's oversized at 50 by 70 inches, H205589. Nice to see you as always, Sharon.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Listen, I'm gonna stand on up here. Oh, these old bones. Some days it's easier to stand up than others. Real quickly, Amy Scaglione's here, but before we welcome Amy in to have her talk about things, I have to show you one of the things that I've helped to design